Why does time feel faster as you age? I began my research for this question on a library workday at the BC Central Library. I found an article called How Time Flies by Nicole Dean, where she brought up some fascinating points. She mentions how at 5 years old, Christmas took forever to arrive as we anxiously await our wish list. But at 50 years old, people say, "It's Christmas already?" The author also points out that the older you get, the more responsibilities you have, which causes one to perceive time as more rapid. Have you ever heard adults say there's not enough time in the day to get everything done? Although I found this research compelling, I wanted to see what someone else had to say. I asked a fellow student what she had to say about time.
I think that as we get older, you start becoming more aware of how little time we always feel like we have just because we're so busy. So I think that as we age and we take on more responsibilities that take up more of our time, we become more aware of time, how little we have of it, and then it just makes us feel like time's going by so a lot faster than it was when we were younger.
I continued my research and found an article by Austin Miller, and he mentioned that how we spend our time can affect how long it feels, whether it be school, work, hanging out with friends, etc. I felt that this was true in my personal life. I work in a bookstore and I don't always want to be there. So when I find myself complaining about being at work and not hanging out with my friends at the beach, time goes by extremely slow. When you're doing something you love and enjoy, time goes by rapidly. So I realized at this point, perception is everything. The last article that caught my attention said, "Our first love, first heartbreak, driving in a car, landing a job, marriage. When we look forward, all these milestones seem impossibly far in the future. However, once achieved, how quickly they recede into the past. In addition, if accumulating milestones is the secret of accelerating years, what do we do about it?" That led me to a video I discovered on YouTube.
Why does time seem to go by faster the older we get? When we were young, the years felt like they went on forever, but as we age, time seems to be flying by and not slowing down. So why does time do this to us? There's a mathematical explanation. When you are 1 year old, 1 year equals your entire life. When you turn 2, 1 year equals 50%. So when you turn 20, 1 year becomes 5% of your life. So each year that passes becomes a smaller percentage. So it makes sense why a year may feel like it's going by faster. But then why is it as time passes we have a harder time remembering the details from our past? This is when we turn to the psychological aspect. We as humans tend to remember first experiences. Recalling what you wore on your first day at your new job could easily be remembered. But after 7 years working there, remembering what you wore last Tuesday might prove more difficult. Recalling milestones like your first love, kiss, or wedding day is easy. But remembering your 254th kiss with your spouse is not. This is because common experiences blend together and iconic moments stand out in your mind. So why does time fly by? Yes, it can easily be explained with a simple math formula or analyzed psychologically. But what does it all mean? Should we all be counting down the time we have spent so far, or how much time we have left? Or should we just ignore time and go out and experience new things every day and ignore that ticking clock in the back of our minds?
In conclusion, time feeling faster as we age has its mathematical and psychological reasons, but how can I control that? What I've learned is how one perceives time can make a significant change. If I made a conscious effort to not focus so much on how much time I have left, but enjoy the time I'm currently living, I could, in the end, feel like I have lived life to the fullest.